Good day, my little robins. It's me, Beth. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another music video reaction. If you haven't already checked out the title, we are back in Japan and we are back reacting to STMLT. I know what you guys are thinking, Beth, you have been pushing this band a lot here on the channel. And yes, if you haven't already checked out the title, we are reacting to Dream Walker. And there is a reason I have been pushing this band, because every time you guys tell me to react, or I eventually get around to, I am falling more and more in love with this band the more I hear them, and so I kind of feel like by pushing them, maybe more people will check them out. I'm not quite sure though. Dream Walker might actually be my last reaction for a while, because I've been reacting to these songs out of order. And so this is from over a year ago. It says there's 6 members, but I know right now I believe there's only like 5. So, you know, all my reactions have been all over the place, but I have been very impressed. But I think this might be my last reaction for a while until they release something new, unless one of you guys pops something in the comments and then, well, I have to do another reaction because I want to make videos that you guys want to watch. Anyway, before we begin, if you'd like to support me and the channel in the future, you can by clicking a like to show me some love. You can click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified when I upload on this channel. Enough rambling, let's just dive straight back into STMLT. Okay, there are no subtitles. Let's press play and see what they have to offer. Like I said, each time I hear her vocals, they grow on me. And I'm also happy we've got the sax. And the growls. Very kawaii core. This drum. I also like the setup of this video, like the layouts. And also individual shots. I would love to know what they're saying, but it's catchy, very upbeat poppy. Oh. It's a shame the sax has gone, but they're still a good group. And they can play, seriously. Oh yeah. I love how the sax, because she hasn't got much to do, she is bringing the chaos. I love their smiles, so addictive. I like this editing at the end with those like shots. Okay, that's the end. Yes, that was Dream Walker by STMLT. One day I'll say it without having to like double check I'm saying it right. Let's talk about it. As I said in the introduction, I have been like reacting to like this band's songs like kind of like out of like order in terms of like the way they were released. And sometimes that can not always be a good thing because it can be slightly jarring. But the one thing that I think these ladies do very well is there is always a consistency in like their sound, and like people sometimes say like a band or like a group has like a colour that's like attached to them, and there has been like a synergy across all the songs that I have reacted to from this band here on the channel, that, you know, I listen to the songs and I go, okay, it's the same band. Yes, this came out like over a year ago, but so did like a couple of other songs that I have reacted to on the channel. Evol AI, that was with 5 members instead of 6. But it still sounded, there were still elements where I was like, okay, maybe because I've done so many reactions in such a short space of time, I have reacted to a lot of Japanese bands, a lot of female Japanese bands, but I definitely feel like if like one of these songs was to come on, without like watching the video or like even knowing, there'd be certain like little stylizations in like the instrumentation where I'd be like, oh, this is actually STMLT or Stimulate. So that's always a good thing when you can have like those like identifying qualities that, you know, that a band carries on. They're always very like upbeat, eccentric, very like poppy, synthy. As I mentioned, my favorite, I know she's gone, the saxophone player, but because she didn't have that much sax to play in this video, she was just bringing the chaos, she was just like moshing, she was jumping, she was bringing the energy because she didn't really have much to do. And you could see the smiles on all the members' faces. As I also said when this reaction started, I really liked this layout where you had the vocalist, she was in the middle, and then you had the other members surrounding her. Sometimes I would consider something like this a little bit basic, a little bit lazy, but it really does rely on whoever's on the camera, like the camera angles. It also relies on like the editing and like maybe some of the graphics and visuals you put in the editing process. But yeah, we had lovely pans, we had lovely like close-ups. The one thing that I would say, that even though I've said this about a lot of Japanese bands, across the board, they love individual member like shots, be it like headshots or like full body shots. And this band are no exception. They love letting you see the members, and I like that. However, I would like a bit of variety, like not just from this band, but other Japanese bands who do kind of the similar thing in their music videos, because you don't need to do it every single song. I'm just gonna say that now. That is probably the one thing that like definitely sets apart Japanese bands from Western bands. But the more I see it, the more I'm there like, it is just maybe a trope, which I'm like, okay, I get it. They are beautiful, they are talented, but do we need individual shots each time? That's my only gripe. Like I said, I do not know like what like the lyrics were, because it was in Japanese. I'm just gonna see if they had any. Nope. Okay, so there was no transcript or like no English lyrics in the description. Sometimes Japanese bands, if they do not have subtitles, they will put it in the description. But like STMLT, I don't think any of the songs, you're going to correct me now, I don't think any of the songs have had subtitles, or at least the ones that I've checked out haven't. Okay. In the description though, they do have the names of the members, and it's my chance to butcher some Japanese names. There's a reason that I sometimes don't talk about members if I can't pronounce their names, so let's give it a go. Bearing in mind, I know some of the members are no longer in the group, the Metal Idol group, they've graduated, but these are the members that were in this. On vocals you have YUKIPPE? I know it's Yuki, but then it's double P-E, YUKIPPE. On guitar you have, I want to say it's KIRARA. It's like Kira with like an additional RA, so like KIRARA. On keyboards you have AYANON. On bass you have AKIRA, very easy name to pronounce. On drums you have GOMICHAN, and on saxophone you have MION. Like I said, sometimes I do struggle with Japanese names, but yeah, for those of you who are pretty much... I've deleted some of the comments that have been mean on some of these reactions, and they've gone, why don't you name the members? You've done like several reactions. For that point alone, because in the past I have got some crap on some of these Japanese bands when I've mispronounced either the name of the band, the song title, or the members. Japanese is not my first language. I am an English speaker and I do my best, but sometimes those comments grate on me to the point where I'm just like, I'm just going to name them as the keyboard player, the drummer, the sax, the vocals, because sometimes it's a lot easier, but hey ho, you guys wanted it, there was my attempt at naming the members. We're not here to talk about that. The video, even though it was simplistic, it was well executed. I liked some of like the colour visuals that they obviously put on in the editing, which didn't make it so much one note. Like I said, my gripe, the close-up shots and like the full body shots. But it's an enjoyable band. Each song has had its qualities, has had its quirks, has had its charms, and a lot of these Japanese bands, you just feel good listening to them, and I definitely feel like STMLT are one of those bands that you can just feel good listening to. So yeah, who knows when I'll do another reaction to these ladies, because at the minute I think I've milked this cow dry unless there's something I've missed. Comments is the place to go if you guys have any requests, not just for like Japanese bands. You can do it like any like Asian, like rock, metal, pop even, Western bands, Europe, United Kingdom, America. This channel is all about introducing as many like bands to people as possible, and that's why people check out reaction channels. And I'm never going to get bored of reacting to Japanese bands, so strap in guys, we're in this for the long haul. Anyway, let's get into my rating / ranking. If I had to give Dream Walker by STMLT a rating out of 10, guys, it's getting, shock horror, a 9 out of 10. 9 is fine here on the channel. Even though I had the gripe with, like, the one gripe I had, there were enough positives that I was like, yeah, it's a good song, it's catchy, all the elements came together, so that is why it is getting a 9. You can check out my other reactions to this band. I will leave links, just so you can see how the evolution of my comments, and of course my ratings, have gone over the short amount of time that I have bombarded you with reactions. Let's just wrap up this video before I continue to ramble. If you'd like to support me and the channel in the future, you can by clicking a like to show me some love. You can click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified when I upload on this channel. At the end of this video, you can check out my last 2 videos or playlist, depending on what mood I'm in when I'm editing this. Until next time, I'm Beth. Keep listening to good music. Goodbye.